crazy. It's like this every day. Nothing changes. Every day. None of that's real up there. None of it. It's crazy, huh? Who would have ever imagined? Oh man, what the heck? My phone go blurry. Who would have ever imagined things to be the way they are today? Everything that I'm learning is just... Everything's just a big giant lie. Everything. It doesn't matter what you look into. Especially religion, faith. Some of the biggest lies are... When I started doing my research 5 years ago, I first started off with this China, the CCP being a threat to America, and then Iran and Russia, and everything all led back to just everyone being connected, everything just being one giant puppet show that they have us watch. And they just throw it in our faces. For the ones of us that do know what's going on, they love to throw it in our faces. Like, haha, look at us. You can't catch us. Like, people being a foot taller than they're supposed to be, and people already know. If you know, like, something's not right there. They're using obviously some kind of mask or something to put on people, and you know that it's really, really secret because no one talks about it. It used to be just like it used to be like Germany and the Holocaust, whatever. Nobody would talk about it. And now is talking about it. Everyone's thinking about it. Everyone's second guessing everything, especially because of who we're up against and all the lies they tell. It's crazy world, man. Crazy, crazy world. Is not at all what you think it is. Just when you think you have it all figured out, you don't. If you do all of this and you look into everything and you don't look into like your faith, your religion, if you're a Christian, where's your Christianity come from? Where do you come from? Where does your ancestors come from? Where does it matter to know all this stuff? Like, should I know all this stuff? I mean, you'd think you'd want to know. Especially after I found out that Jesus didn't come for everybody. He only came for one people. And it's only a family out of those people. It's only one family out of the whole people. So, like, people could say God's racist, that he only chooses one race or whatever, but it's not true because God only chose one family out of the Adamic families, out of the Adamic race. Because I guess there was Adamics before the flood. Or was it before or after? I don't know if there's Adamics before the flood, but the flood, we've been told, is a worldwide flood. But I found out that it wasn't a worldwide flood. That the worldwide, everything in the Bible is based off of the Adamic people, the Anglo-Saxon European people, and the ones that live in America that migrated here and created America. But everything, oh man, I forgot what I was saying. I have such a really horrible memory. But everything about Jesus and our walk with him, and it's not true. Jesus, it says in the Bible too, I came only for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I mean, how much more clear can that be? And you know what really makes me mad is today's preachers, man. Today's preachers, they don't say nothing. They've never even said nothing. I think most preachers today are prosperity preachers. no matter how much you want to believe it or not. Majority of preachers today, and I kind of like have second doubts about my preacher because I remember him telling a story one time in church. I haven't been in church since the pandemic started, and I'm really not going back now, but he told a story about how he was given like $1 million to start a church, and somebody had faith in him and gave him money, and like, I don't know, it just sounded shady, especially after learning everything. And I have not heard one time out of my preacher's mouth the truth about the Middle East and those people over there that are liars. You know, the ones we can't talk about, especially on this channel or this network. I mean, I don't have any freaking channels anywhere because they make it impossible to upload things. Like, I tried on Brighteon, it's impossible. On here, they're censoring everything. So, like, if there's people that actually subscribe to me and watch these, like, I'm surprised if you're not a robot. I've only had this channel for years and I only have 5 subscribers. You would think people would want to know more about this stuff. I think that's why I don't put stuff up, because most of it gets censored anyways. Like, it's hard for me to talk about stuff if I can't talk about what I really want to talk about, because I don't want to just talk about anything. That's all these talk shows do now, regurgitate all the same old shit. And then the next thing you know, you're like, I bet you anything at the end of all this, all these big talk shows hosts are gonna know each other in the end, and they're all gonna start interviewing each other. And sure enough, all these people all over Brighteon and all over these places, independent radio, they're all controlled opposition, just like the rest, just like mainstream is. It's hard to trust anybody, to find anybody telling the truth. I stay away from believing anybody on Brighteon or anything. I just tune in to listen to the channels I know will tell the news and just ignore their opinions about it. Because most of the time people have agendas, and if you don't know if you don't know that much stuff, it's best not to even listen, because then all it's going to do is confuse you. But then again, you're going to miss out on experience. Like, okay, you learned all kinds of stuff, and like, this is not true, that's not true. And you finally find out the truth, and you say, oh my God, look at all the things. There really is 1,000,001 lies. And you know, only one truth out of all of it. And it's up to you to use your discernment and trust in God to guide you, if that's His will for your life. Because I really don't know what God's will is for my life. I don't understand why He's opened my eyes to this stuff. Is it just because I've had time to research this stuff? It probably is. I'm just hoping that I was someone special, but I know I'm not anymore. Because God doesn't deal with people that are racially mixed. And I'm half white and half Spanish. And I really resent my dad for that now. Because he kind of screwed me out of eternity in heaven. I don't get to go to heaven to be with Jesus no more because of that. Imagine learning that everything you thought you knew about Christianity is not true. Most of everything we know about Christianity is not true. And you could take that to the bank.